What's up, everybody? Brett here, and I'm back today playing some more Battle Brothers on the Warriors of the North DLC. Someone pointed out that I said Beast and Exploration last time. Not surprising. I said that well over 100 times in our previous Let's Play. And technically, this is still the Beast and Exploration DLC. We're just doing it on the Warriors of the North edition as well. So, check this out, guys. Our inventory is nearly full. I swapped some armor around, particularly on Skeeb, to give him some better fatigue. He was going to be useless in the upcoming battle. I took off an extra set of his javelins and gave him the new armor that we picked up and had on Svarog. We could probably do some similar treatment to someone like Sir Muldoon, making sure that his fatigue 50 is not bad, but we were rocking like in the 20s on Skeeb, which is borderline useless, and we can't have that in this upcoming fight. It's a tough one. It's goblins. We have most of our B team guys in, and yeah, we're gonna try and do it with them. We have some good frontliners anchoring the battle lines for us. We've got lots of kite shields and high missile resistance. Even the Lindworm shield that's plus 25 range defense. The ranged units are basically what I'm the most worried about. I wanted to do something different today. It's nighttime, and I want to take on this outpost at night. Let's make them come to us. They do have a shaman, which kind of sucks. We won't be able to snipe him. But by making them come to us, their ranged advantage will be pretty much gone. It really comes down to what type of terrain the game is going to give us, and this is amazing. It gave us great terrain. Some of our brothers are sitting in holes, but others are up on the high ground. And that actually hit us, which kind of sucks. But if they want to have any kind of reliability whatsoever, we can go ahead and drop down the log to see what their chances are. They're rolling 5s. They're going to have to come forward. They've got a lot of them. There's 21 of them. They have a shaman. They have an overseer. They're all going to be useless except for the shaman. I don't know what the magic range is. I don't know if there is a range, to be honest. But we're going to find some stuff out here in a moment. And I think it's important we use our first turn on Kata to step up. We can't have anyone in a hole like that. I think probably Folkir is fine where he is. But yeah, in a negative space, like all the way flat while the goblins are all on the high ground, that's a no-go for me. So where they're taking their 5% shots, we get some 45s. And if we do an aim shot, we can take a 5% at the shaman, but that's not what we're going to do. We're going to try and clear the way and the front lines here. The overseer is pumping his boys up. Let's take a 26 here. Well, if you got to miss big. I'm cool with that. And we're just going to let them come up. Not stepping in with anyone. We'll throw our javelins on Skeeb. We didn't quite make it though. And we could step here and tie them down. Tempted to step here. And here. And spear wall. So they're going to throw their bolas, which is kind of what's making me want to step forward one more. But if we do that, we're going to leave our backline exposed, even though, like I said, their odds of hitting me are so low. Fighting at nighttime really changes the dynamics of these battles. Thinking about their odds of hitting us, it's so ridiculously low that it almost feels silly not to take advantage. We'll get Behemoth scooting forward. Step in here. And we'll stay up here with Gimli. And you know what? We spear walled there thinking we were going to hold that line. But I'm okay with this as well. Their shots are nearly just as bad on our shielded brothers. And if they want to step even farther forward to hit our backline, that's going to make it even easier for us to counter skirmish. They've managed to land some hits, but our bone plating has eaten those shots. And by sending Behemoth up, we force that guy over here to run backwards. And I guess we can corral them into this area. Yeah, once I realized that they were just going to probably be happy to sit at the bottom and throw Bolas up at us, I felt like it might be a good idea just to step in, get a few hits, and lock down the ones we could. Yeah, fighting them at night is definitely to our favor. Okay, the range on the Shaman has been proven to be pretty damn far. We could shoot here and just see if we hit anybody. We do not. Step up here and get behind our shields. Hmm. 5%. If we hit this shot, we'd be pretty happy. We've got anticipation on Folkier. Let's use Indomitable so we don't get stabbed. We're netted. Man. Let's break free and see if we can't scoot forward. I'll take that. And we'll use Adrenaline to try and go before they root us again. Step in here and hope to get a nice line shot. Getting a little bit wrecked by all their roots and snares, but that's just fighting goblins. I don't think our archers will move from the high ground here, it just gives them too much extra range. And when the time comes, I think we're going to drop dogs to try and catch that shaman. This is a pretty decent sized goblin camp, and I feel like there's got to be some good loot to be had in this location. Let's make sure we kill all the special units. And I'm leaving this up because this is like, for those of you who love stats, this is basically the perfect fight for this. You can kind of watch this go and learn what the odds are based on terrain and range and, you know, get a general idea of the skill level of the goblins. Now, Behemoth's not in a great spot. I was about to say, as long as he doesn't get shot by an impaler point blank, he's fine. But we all know how that story ends. Okay. If we could have got that kill, that would have been pretty sweet. We can take an aim shot here, 27% aim shot. Alright, not going to complain, we hit it. Let's go up here. Take that high ground back and kill that goblin. Show him what's up. Step here. Break ourselves free and see how far we can get. I like it. I've got no problem stepping in here. Got to get out of this net. Let's use Adrenaline and go first. Skeeb sadly is stuck. His stats are just so low that it's going to be hard for him to get out of there. And if Behemoth starts taking too much missile fire, well, we'll happily pull him back. He's got enough HP to take like a super impaler shot and still live. As long as he's over 71 HP, he can't be one shot by it. According to math I did a long time ago. happy to break him. Let's see what the shaman does. Hopefully he doesn't root like my whole squad. The more you spread out, the less effective the shaman is. Alright, thank goodness. On this turn, every kill we can get with our ranged is super important. But we're not really landing anything. Kind of just hoping to hit the guy in the front there. Let's break him out of the net. Let's drop a dog and see where it goes. Okay. Perhaps not the best spot for our dog. Come on, Skeeb. We've got so many more dogs we can put on the battlefield. Yeah, I feel like Blaze is not long for this world. He went in the exact wrong direction. I thought by dropping him down here, yeah, sorry Blaze, he would go for these ambushers and tie them down so that Behemoth could go and get them. But instead he went straight for the deadliest unit on the battlefield and got wrecked. So, sorry Blaze, I guess that was on us. These shots all suck, we're just trying to get lucky. Alright, we let you out. We need you to do some work now. That was a pretty harsh fail. So was that. Damn. So I think I've learned something here that in reality our build is too focused on our ranged to ever really want to take a nighttime fight. Even against other factions that really rely on their ranged as well. I think we just would have come out farther ahead in any ranged duel situation, especially since the game started at the top of this hill. Nice. Okay, I'll take a free kill. But sadly, it looks like the elites are all running. Let's go, doggos. To kill this guy, we're going to have to get a lot of dogs down. Man, we can't move at all with some of our brothers. We're so tired. Breaking free of all those nets. That's 5 dogs. That may not be enough for what they still have left. We're going to run them down. Especially if they miss. These guys are not defenseless. I anticipate we're going to lose some more dogs here. Especially the Overseer. If we can get Battle Brother plus Warrior on him, won't be so bad. That was pretty awful though. No, Warrior. Try and get our melee guys out of their entanglements. I'll take it. We hit a 5% chance shot. By all rights, we should not. We got to get someone up here who's not a dog. It's very tense. Damn, that's another dog down. Come on, Warrior. Battle Brother lands both his hits. We do have a triple surround now on the Goblin Overseer. Warrior hit him pretty hard. But he rooted the dogs. As long as we don't lose Warrior and Battle Brother, I'm kind of okay. Let's get in there. Long axe comes out. Can we step up one more? We can. There's still 4 left on the battlefield. That means the ones I was chasing are gone. I don't know if I just missed that earlier. Probably. Fighting at night feels like it dulls my wits a little too. Okay, we gotta get out of here. The Overseer's done. My biggest concern now is whether or not one of our dogs dies and we can get this shaman locked down. He poisoned Warrior. Alright, at least we applied Overwhelm. Battle Brother got himself out of roots. Which is something I never really thought about. I didn't even know if they could do that. Okay, happy that's done. Let's free an ally. That way maybe they have a chance to go forward where we could not. Alright, we're here to help Warrior finally. Alright, cross your fingers for warrior. Thank goodness. Okay, Sir Lancer has the Swarm of Insects debuff, which is really bad. It'll probably make it so he can't hit anything. That would have solved a lot of our problems just now, had he landed that. Attack with this is... I can't tell. I think it's 6 AP though, so I'm not going to risk it. Let's take a 36% chance shot. Yeah, pretty much a guarantee we whiff there. Damn you, goblins. Remind me never to take another goblin fight at night. This has been miserable. Okay. Getting them wavering and breaking. It's going to make it a lot harder for them to hit us. Hopefully warriors still. Okay. This will not be a total failure if we can get the shaman and battle brother and warrior both survive. Get the kill, Wonton. And for those of you who are wanting to see the Goblin City fight, imagine this times 3. Except we're definitely not going to do it at night. It's just the sheer number of Goblin Shamans make it such a difficult fight because you're just constantly getting rooted. About to say, one of the dogs is going to take the kill, almost guaranteed. Nah, there we go. Alright, please, for the love of all that's holy, give me some good loot. Okay. Sir Kuno's owl helmet. A richly ornated Nordic helmet that must have belonged to a high-ranking noble or exalted warrior. This is a crossbow helmet if I've ever seen one. We gotta dump some stuff off. First thing is always gonna be ammo. Ammo and these cheap shields aren't worth anything. Okay, we need that. That. The bows are worth a little bit when they're in good shape. The daggers are also worth a little bit as well. These shields, not so much. Broken spears, not worth a ton. The poisons aren't really worth a lot either. Let's take the 5 tools and the pike. Alright, I'm cool with that. I don't see anything else worth like messing around with. I'm happy we got that helmet though. Let's check it out. And that's going to finish our ambition, guys. So, pardon me if I sound a little like tired and exhausted after that. That was like mentally draining. Taking a goblin fight at night on rough terrain. Skeeb leveled. We're happy to see that. First things first, let's just get him Battleforged so that he's more survivable. Another 4 roll here and a 1 roll there. He needs that. And this will be the only HP we give him, just to put him over that 71 threshold, and after that we won't give him any more. I saw 2 3-rolls in his ranged and melee defense. In the future, I'm sure I'll be taking some 3s and 4s whenever I can get it. Let's switch the armor back to its rightful owner. Do we have the space? We do. Okay. And then we can also give him his javelins back to hold. We can pull him out because mission accomplished. Put Hans back in. Behemoth is hurt. Let's get Isaac back in. Alright, anything else that I really want to do? We have this necklace. Does anyone... Well, now that we're missing a few dogs, a few people can wear these necklaces. If anyone's not holding multiple things, they should probably be holding multiple things in their inventory just to free up some space for us. Okay, everyone's pretty much full. Check out the helmet. So 155, only 4 fatigue and only -1 vision. So before I started recording, I was looking at John D. And because of his +1 vision, he's able to wear crossbow tier helmets, which are basically -1 vision helmets, without suffering any range damage to his eventual bow mastery skill. So I put him in this crude metal helmet because it's 145 with 1 vision. Let's compare it to these. These are 160 though. Wow, they're just better. But they're a little bit heavier, 3 heavier. So, okay. Leisure Side and Ragnar. Man, Ragnar, however, is wearing this cool Nordic armor. Yeah, I think we're going to give him that. And then we'll give the helmet, or the Zweihander helmet, to John D. That actually confuses me a little bit, surprisingly. I kind of got used to these two having that, and John D. See, the thing is, we're going to make him our ninja character, so we want his gear to be as light as possible, and this only weighs 4 and has 155 durability. It's got to be his. So his final loadout is honestly going to look something a lot like this. Kata's wearing this. Where'd you go, buddy? There he is. So check it out. 8 fatigue, 4. This is 2, and then we'll probably take that off in favor of something else. When he finally gets dodge plus nimble, he is going to be incredibly hard to kill. He needs a little bit more HP, and I wouldn't mind taking some good melee defense rolls with him. But he is going to be a pretty brutal and effective ninja. But as of right now, he's still a little bit of a low level. We need to get him up. So we're going to continue relying on our more experienced brothers to fill these roles. But I think it's right that he gets this helmet. It's the one he's going to need in order for his build to be perfect, and I'm happy to get it. With this helmet, his armor weapon combo is basically complete. He just needs the skills to back it up. And man, now that I'm thinking about it, he's got 105 fatigue. It might just be better to do this now. And he's still got 92. That's so not bad considering we just put him in reinforced mail hauberk, which is a pretty heavy armor for an archer, especially an archer that's using dodge plus nimble. Honestly, we're going to want to get him in something lighter than this. But man, this is pretty cool. Alright, I'm excited about the possibilities, but for the moment, they're not in fruition. They're just not, we're not there yet on John D. So we finally completed this ambition. Let's walk and talk. And here we go. It's going to pop instantly, thankfully. The men are scattered across the battlefield, still breathing heavily after a hard fight. As you survey the ground, so do Ragnar and John D. the Wicked. scour it for valuables. We advance, they retreat, we fall back, they harry us, fire a volley of arrows, and they take cover. A shield wall is pricked through with poisoned blades, and at a charge they scatter like bugs. Those damn things they fling at you will fly through my dreams in nights to come. John D. pokes a dead goblin with his weapon, and satisfied that he is very much dead indeed, knees down to take a closer look at its belongings. But the more bitter the fight, the sweeter the victory. He stands up and meets Ragnar's gaze. The more bitter the fight, the more alive I feel. Come on. They slowly continue on to join up with the rest of the men, stopping here and there to look for things worth a crowns or two, when next the company makes its way to a city. So we get a goblin trophy, which is what we were looking to get. We get some more renown. Our brothers are in good spirits, and we are happy with that. Our inventory is super full. I don't know how much we really want to take a fight on the way to the next city. We need to be repairing things, though. We have the tools for it. Especially big weapons need to get repaired. These are probably worth it as well. Let's see what we have. Axe hammers, these cleavers, fighting axe for sure. Probably all of those. This helmet. That's probably enough. So let's take a look at our new goblin trophy. Thankfully we had space for it. So grants immunity to being rooted by nets or grasping vines. So it's not good all the time. We can give these to Sir Mudun. It's not good all the time, but it's probably better generally to have just another resolve necklace. But considering we're going to fight goblins, we may put that on a lone wolf brother that we're going to send out to go and attack. A few of the men run into your tent, each of them wide-eyed and sweating. They absent-mindedly shrink from each other's touch, or violently push back. You ask what is the problem, and they explain as a mob like birds crowing at someone hiding a piece of bread from them. It takes some parsing, but it sounds as though the artifact superstitiously called the Petrified Scream has been giving the men nightmares. You tell the men the item is in the inventory and is of no harm. The men quietly leave. You return to your map only to see something black hidden under the paper. Lifting the page, you find the Alp's death mask there, maw open and grisly black permanence. You stare at the mask. You can hear something within it, something clattering its teeth like thrown dice, and the sides of it seem to be vibrating, giving its flesh a bubbling look. With a shrug and laugh, you throw it on top of the map as a paperweight. Damn thing is going to get lost if the men keep moving it around like this. How do you keep misplacing that? Yeah, so a few people get dissatisfied, and we're left to believe that the mask is moving itself around. So pretty spooky. And we're going to head to Ratterstad. Going to kind of skim this area, maybe jump on top of these mountains real quick. And because we're low on tools, we should probably, anything we're repairing, let's stop. That was probably enough to get a lot more value out of these items when we finally do sell them. A plethora of chosen, and a few drummers, eh? Damn, that sounds like a really deadly fight. Really, really deadly fight. We would definitely want Svarog in. We would probably pull Sir Mudun out. We would definitely pull John D out in favor of our other crossbowmen. And Folkir as well should come out. So most experienced line in here. Behemoth would probably be great against them if he was just a bit higher level. But this is basically our A-team. Now, Fritz is great, of course. I kind of love this weapon against the Chosen, though. Two-handers are, of course, good against them. What we could try and do, let's take these off. They're weighing us down 3 fatigue for basically no reason. See what else we got going on. We're missing a few dogs. scrounge up some extra gear for the guys that lost it. Okay, I think we're fine. This is a tough battle, guys. I'm not 100% sure about it. If it was just me playing and nobody was watching me, I think I would just walk on by. Or, like, save the game and do the fight. And this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to save the game. This is a fun playthrough. This is not a hardcore, let's screw ourselves over at every turn type of playthrough. I'm going to save the game. We're going to take this fight. And I'm gonna set this guideline right at the beginning. I think if we lose like even a single brother, I'm just gonna reload. And hopefully you guys just want to see what a plethora of Barbarian Chosen fight looks like. I'm not saying that we're gonna lose anyone here, but this is the type of fight. The Chosen are the type of enemies that can very easily one-shot a brother, no matter how good your strategy is. Two Chosen set up on one guy, and you know you could just die. So we're really going to have to focus them down. We're going to let them jump forward. These weapons, I mean, they're just so strong. So there are a lot of different strategies we could employ in a situation like this. Both Isaac and Svarog are lone wolves. We need to get them out away from our brothers. Or at least that used to be the strat. And start drawing away some of their numbers. The problem is, the way the AI works now, lone wolves have become slightly less useful. Hopefully we can hold up maybe 3 or 4 of them there. And we'll do the same thing with Isaac down here. Step up there. Step up there. Indomitable. And as I said before, we're going to try and focus them. We're going to try and hold them back with spear wall, shield wall. Let our ranged units do the work. And hope our flanks can be secured by 2 lone wolf brothers. That used to be the case, but it feels like it's not the case anymore. And yeah, they're going to be pretty fast. So they're going to try to do that whole adrenaline shenanigans. We don't want to use adrenaline here. That'll mess us up. Let's just get our shield wall up. We can't do it with Hans because we threw twice. But this is a 4-man shield wall here. Okay, bone plating took the first hit. I think we're going to honestly ignore the drummers. This is mostly what I was scared of, which is why sometimes it just feels better to keep our 2-handers tucked in. Alright, let's not get stunned here. So that should be a kill. And now we just help. We just help the front line in any way we can. $72. Just keep putting shots on him. We're not going to be able to knock him back. Just try and hurt him. That's big damage. I could jump in on this high ground. I don't really want to do that. Use Indomitable and pass. Being dazed here sucks. It's messing up our fatigue. Believe it or not, the guy with the mace is more dangerous than the other one. Him ruining our fatigue like that is pretty awful. Alright, let's get that out. Let's shield wall here. Go for the cut there. If we can get some nice bleeds, that would go a long way in helping us. Yeah, their ability to stun, I mean that's 1, 2, 3, 4, at least 5 of those dudes can stun us. So Indomitable is going to have to protect us. Let's use Adrenaline, try and go first. Okay, and now we've got a potential line shot. And we hit him. Alright, brothers, hold. Good damage. Alright, the drummers didn't do anything with their turns. And our shield wall and Hans looking to be very effective. We're going to probably be able to kill this Chosen this turn. And they destroyed in one shot our unique shield. That means Fritz is in a hell of a lot of trouble. Alright, that's 2 more dead. Yeah, we might lose multiple unique shields in this battle. That would suck. Those things don't just grow on trees. Come on, doggo, help me out. As long as we don't get stunned up there, we should be okay. The problem is if we step in here, we ruin his lone wolf. Step over here. Okay. Decapitation, very nice. And we hit hard because we're two-handing, we're double gripping that cleaver. Now we've got a chance for a round swing, and we nail him, but no kills yet, so no bonuses for us. Yeah, and we're kind of wrecking Isaac's lone wolf too. Missing is so bad. Bleeding is being counteracted by his heal. It's worth knowing. Let's try and go first there. And this may look bad, and it kinda is, but remember that all our backliners are heavily armored and are decent melee combatants. It's more as if we have 12 brothers who can all attack in melee. That's very good. Let's focus him down. Gotta take away their confidence. And if we only lose one unique shield in this battle, I think I'll be grateful. Yeah, I figured he was going to do that. A round swing. We were protected from that last turn because he actually had a brother sitting there. Or one of his brothers, I guess. And, yeah, it felt safe to move in, but in reality, perhaps it wasn't. Put some shots on him, perhaps soften him up for Svarog to do something. Yeah, without that shield, his stats are just so low. Perfect. Okay, I guess we can't even reload. We missed another 60% shot. We could have rotated with Hans. That might have been a good play. That guy's hurt. This one's not. Perfect, and he wants to run. We can switch out and reload. Let's get in here. Kill that drummer. This dude should be dead, and that's going to put some doubt in their minds. Move in here and put some damage on that guy. No reason to try and go first here. I think Lancel can probably handle both of these. And as long as we use Indomitable, honestly, they should be able to do so little damage to our HP that our 20 healing per turn might cover us. Remember, he's got 100 HP. He heals for 20 a turn thanks to that armor. And Indomitable lowers the amount of damage they do to our HP by half. I don't like, however, that Hans only has 47 HP right now. It might not be worth it to send him in. Ow. Okay, that didn't hurt Fritz, however. It only really hurt the dog. I am happy that Wonton is here to take some of the pressure. Oh god. Okay, Svarog needs help right now. Oh no, that's not what I meant to do. Let's give it to him. Perfect. That's basically exactly what I meant. Send some shots down this way. Ragnar had previously missed several attacks. Glad he finally hit that one. We just need a reload here, and we're good to go. Okay, a little bit of damage coming in. Perfect. Fritz should be able to get the kill now. Alright, leader side whiffed, but he's got 74 melee skill. He should be able to hit this. And that's going to take out a huge chunk of his armor. Decapitation. Well done. We'll jump in here. This dog is as good as dead, sadly. We can get up on the high ground. It's probably going to be up to Svarog to kill this guy himself. Decapitation, we didn't need to do that, but I was kind of hoping to scare these guys. But they're a little bit too confident. Okay, one of them started to break. I gotta tell you guys, I'm pretty unhappy about losing that shield though, even if we make it out of here with no losses. Anything we get for this battle I hope is better than that shield. We do have a backup in our inventory, I'm pretty sure. A shield with our company's colors, and down goes another dog. Gotta remember, Svarog's still in rough shape up here. If we could kill this guy, we could get up there and help him. Get a good line of sight on him. I think we're going to switch, because if we reload, we're not going to be able to shoot. that felt good. Let's get in there. Let's tie this dude down. Let's not let him join Svarog. We're focusing this one because Hans is very injured. Okay, he's breaking. Alright, we're all moved out. Let's try and go first. The odds are all in our favor. If something goes wrong here, it's basically pure bad luck. Like that. And we lost another shield. Let's see what happens. God. Maybe he just has an injury. But losing 2 shields and a brother here, I don't think I have to tell you guys that's not worth it. Let's try and get this over with as quickly as possible and see what's on the other side of it. At the very least, it was an entertaining battle. Hopefully an entertaining battle to watch. But don't underestimate these types of enemies. They're just ridiculously strong. I don't know how this battle would have been different if we would have hung back with our lone wolves. We might have gotten our flanks overwhelmed. It might have been easier. Hard to say. Yeah. Wouldn't be surprised if this battle capped off with Hans getting killed too. The way things are going. I mean, if Svarog's dead, we can always reload and we could try the battle again. We can just have this episode be about this battle. But we've gone kind of long so far today. We can always reload if you guys don't mind. I hope you don't. I hope it doesn't bother you that much. It's just, I mean, I said from the beginning what kind of playthrough this is. It's a casual, fun playthrough. We take it serious in that we want to play the game the way it's intended to be played and not cheese it, which means no saves coming. But like I said, my intentions in the beginning were probably to run around this and not take this fight because it's just unnecessarily dangerous. And we have so little to gain from it. But I hope you enjoy me just like doing the fight anyway. And if we lose Svarog, that'll probably be the end of today's episode as we reload. And then maybe we'll start tomorrow's episode with this battle once again and we'll try it and get it flawless. But that's kind of the point of Battle Brothers, you know? Yeah, Svarog's dead. We're not going to accept that result. I don't care what they drop. And yeah, I don't even see any like rare drops for us. We just get our own gear back. Whatever. But guys, that kind of put a bad taste in my mouth. This whole episode kind of put a bad taste in my mouth, to be fair. That nighttime goblin battle just sucked. I mean, losing someone here, even in like a battle I consider to be kind of a mock battle, sucks. But we did advance things. We're going to get a new ambition. Let's just go ahead and reload right now. Let's load the campaign. I want you guys to know in my free time too, I do like mock battles, right? Sometimes, honestly, it's just because I get kind of bored. I don't want to start a new campaign. I don't want to advance this campaign without having it filmed. But, you know, I'm just like sitting on my laptop, chilling in my living room, feeling like playing some Battle Brothers. And I don't want to start a new campaign. I don't want to advance this one. So I'm just like, where's the nearest really difficult battle I can go and do? And the other day, I sat down and I did this battle, Wagash Blot. It had like 32 orcs in it, and it was like 20 orc warriors with a warlord. Yeah, it was harder than this one, and I fought to like the last man. It was an epic battle. Sir Modun was the last man standing. Lancel and Jotnar were standing side by side. They died. Both the dogs came out together on the same turn, warrior and battle brother, and they fought next to Muldoon. There was like just a couple warriors left, and then the dogs went down, and then it was just Muldoon swinging left and right, and he ultimately went down with only 2 warriors left. But that's the type of stuff I do in my free time for fun, and I hope you understand that. I'm not trying to ruin this run, but I think at the beginning of the next episode, we will try to take out this place. I'll consider it a personal challenge that we defeat the Stone of the Ancients on favorable terms. And yeah, so look forward to that. We'll visit Raderstad, we'll sell some stuff, pretty much get rich. We'll probably be sitting at like well over 30k by the time we get there. And then we'll head straight for the Goblin City. And that's going to be our worthy challenge. It's going to be this place, we get back to Raderstad, and then we zip right over to Rulgazeeks and take that out. So that should be... Next episode will be this, and probably a few fights in between, some junk. Or, you know, maybe some good fights, I don't know. Maybe we'll head over to some place like this. But then after that, it'll be Rulgazeeks. So 2 episodes from now, guaranteed, we're doing the Goblin City. And then we have some more legendary locations to find. And I'm almost guaranteeing they're here. We know the Black Monolith is here. We could go to the Witch's Hut also. That's interesting as well. But we have at least 2 ready-made boss battles that we can get into whenever we want. And 2 episodes from now, we'll do this, and then probably right after, we'll head over to the Witch's Hut. I hope that sounds like a plan to you guys. That was a fun battle, a little bit of RNG either way, and it would have gone in our favor. Losing Svarog there at the very end, losing multiple unique shields, like, none of that was worth it. But that's enough of that. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Once again, my name is Brett. My channel is Goodtalk Gaming. I'm happy to have y'all here watching me. Let me slow my brain down a little bit. I'm happy y'all are watching me. My channel is growing. You guys have been great. I don't have a single crummy subscriber yet on the channel. Please continue writing the fanfic that's going on for this. I love it every single time. Please continue giving me tips and tricks. I would love to hear your guys' strategy whenever you fight the Chosen. We're kind of locked in right now because we're using this build here, and our other brothers aren't quite fleshed out yet. If Sir Gimli and Behemoth were both at least level 11, hopefully higher than that, we could take out, you know, other brothers and have like a bigger, not saying this is the best strat right here, but we could have an intermixing of really high damage two-handed weapons, which are really great at dealing with the Chosen. We could change up our build, but right now we're kind of locked in to our standard, you know, A-team. But in the future, once we have more brothers max out their levels, we'll have a ninja brother who can do some cool stuff. We'll have multiple throwing brothers, and we could even go like really heavy on the crossbows. We'll have things that we can do to change up our fighting style, but unfortunately for right now we're locked in, and it may not be the optimal style to fight these types of enemies. So I'd be interested to know how you guys do it, and what your ideas for builds are, or even battleground tactics. We have nets, we have poisons, we can try things like that. It's just with the way we've built our brothers, we're maximizing them for offense and defense, not necessarily for utility and support. So that's definitely something you have to pick and choose when you play Battle Brothers. And you know, we've gone really hard into that route to be as strong individually and as a team as we can be, but our support elements are super weak. So that's just my own thoughts, my own critiques. But once again, guys, I'm going to sign off, and thank you so much for watching. And as always, I will see you in the next one. Take care, y'all.